I have no idea. I don't know why we're getting a PlayStation 4.5. Maybe you guys know. I don't know. I'm confused by this. Why? According to GiantBomb.com, we are, well, according to them, codenamed Neo from Sony. The upgraded PlayStation 4 will contain upgraded items like GPU, CPU, and RAM. So obviously you're going to get games with more than 30 frames at launch. These AAA titles are capable of doing that? What? I don't know what to think about this. I don't know where I'm at on this. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I've noticed some of the reaction from people in the community. Now, I haven't talked to my friends initially, but I've got a lot of friends I know personally who have not purchased the PlayStation 4 yet, and now they look like geniuses because all they got to do is wait till the end of the year. Again, this isn't confirmed by Sony just yet, but odds are they can wait till the end of the year, and they're going to get a PlayStation 4.5. Now, what is this thing going to be able to do? Like I said, it's going to have upgraded CPU and GPU and RAM, so frame rate's going to be better, and it's going to have 4K output. Yeah. Now, it's not going to be required that developers do this, that they have to release their games with 4K output, but it's going to be capable of doing that. And again, 1080p, I imagine 60 frames on most of their content. It's going to look better, it's going to be prettier, and it's going to actually be, as long as the developers do their part, the game should be well optimized and optimized well enough that the frame rate's no longer an issue. We know that Witcher 3, Fallout 4, many other AAAs have suffered on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One from these very issues. So thank you, Jesus, the PlayStation 4.5 is going to look to eradicate that, at least on their side. The rest is going to be up to the studios. The other good news is that the PlayStation 4.5 is not getting exclusive content. Again, so far, based on what we know, or based on, according to Giant Bomb and the other people who've piggybacked off this story, the other outlets, as far as they know, there's no exclusive content there. So if you can't afford it right now, you can wait a year or two to get it to pick up the 4.5. And so for anyone who's the question, I know, and I was thinking this as I was reading it. What about the games that were launched prior to fall? Let's say this thing launches in October, which is kind of the window they're giving developers. If games that launch before October, if they launch before October, they need to put out a patch in order to actually benefit from the PlayStation 4.5. I read it really fast, and I was trying to get this video out as quick as I could. But I didn't see anywhere where it says that they have to do the patch in order to put their game on the 4.5. I think that's to get all the benefits of going to the 4.5, the frame rate and the prettier looks and the 4K output and all that. So it'll be on the developers, it'll be up to them whether or not they want their game to be able to play on the 4.5 or to take advantage of the upgrade. I don't know. There's nothing from Sony, nothing from these guys that VR is taking any advantage from this, that this has anything to do with VR. I still question if this has something to do with VR. Is the PlayStation 4 along the development process of the VR, did they figure something out like, wow, oh my God, the PlayStation 4 can't push the VR, or maybe the VR could, the capabilities are a little bit limited because of the PlayStation 4. Maybe we could take advantage from the 4.5. Remember, the Oculus Rift, you have to have a pretty powerful rig to take advantage of it, or even use it. So it's not unheard of that you need to upgrade your machine to take advantage of, the badassness, quotations, of the VR experience. So who knows? Are you going to get one? I honestly, at first I was pissed, and now I'm kind of like, okay, it's not like I'm missing out on any content. All I'm missing out on is the 4K output. Hell, I can't take advantage of 4K output. The only thing I would really buy this thing for is better optimized games that actually run above 30 frames. And I think I'm going to wait. So, I've got options there. I can always still build a PC. I could still purchase the VR. I could do one of those things maybe this year if I'm lucky. And the 4.5 I can hold off on. And that's why I'm okay with this. Again, because I'm not missing out on anything. Only thing that I kind of worry about is is the 4.5, is it another version of the 360 where they rushed to get this thing out? I don't know that Xbox rushed to get it out, but we know had a really high fail rate at launch. Is that going to, you're going to always have that concern with any console, but you feel like this console was rushed out. How long did they really go into the development cycle of this? How long did they really go into the Q&A cycle of this thing's development? And does that lead to problems further down the line? I don't know, but it makes me a little nervous to buy it day one if I had the means to do so. The other issue too is, do developers, do they only worry about trying to build content for that version of the console? It's not that that content won't be available on the PlayStation 4, but they strictly worry about the optimization of the content that's being put out on the 4.5. So you get what I'm saying. We've already got this issue with frame rate on the PlayStation 4. Are they just kind of like, yeah, we'll worry about patching that version of our game later? Does the PlayStation 4 get put to the side? Does it come second? And then you're kind of forced to buy the 4.5. Oh boy, feelings, right? Feelings. I know right now you're probably like, shit, he's right. Maybe. Two of you are. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you checking this video out. Hit the like button, comment, share the video. Feel free to subscribe if you would. I also want to know what you think. Comment down below if you'd be so kind. Until the next video, try like hell to be kind to one another.